What if I told you that car ownership, the symbol of freedom for over a century, is quietly on its way out? That one day, not too far from now, you might live your entire life without ever owning a personal car? It sounds crazy, right? After all, for many, owning a car isn't just about transportation, it's identity, independence, and pride. But behind the scenes, the auto industry, tech giants, governments, and even urban planners are preparing for a future where personal car ownership could become a thing of the past. Let's rewind for a moment. The automobile changed the world. It reshaped cities, expanded economies, and transformed how we live and work. Owning a car meant freedom, the ability to go wherever, whenever, but that freedom came with costs. Traffic, pollution, parking nightmares, accidents, urban sprawl, and a heavy environmental toll. As cities became choked with vehicles and climate concerns grew, the cracks in the system became impossible to ignore. Enter the next revolution in mobility: shared, autonomous, and electric. At the heart of this shift is a massive technological transformation. Autonomous vehicles, yes, self-driving cars, are no longer science fiction. Tesla, Waymo, Cruise, and others have already put autonomous vehicles on the road. These machines can navigate traffic, avoid collisions, and drop you off at your destination, all without a human driver. While the technology isn't perfect yet, it's improving at an exponential rate. In the coming years, fully driverless fleets could become the norm in major cities. Now imagine this: instead of buying a car, paying insurance, maintaining it, fueling it, and parking it, you simply summon a vehicle from your phone. It arrives in minutes, takes you where you need to go, and drives away when you're done. No ownership, no hassle, no payments for something that sits idle 95% of the time. That's the promise of mobility as a service, or MaaS, a future where transportation is on demand, seamless, and subscription-based. Major players are already betting big on this. Tesla's Robotaxi network is designed to make car ownership obsolete. Uber and Lyft are investing heavily in autonomous fleets. Apple and Google are both rumored to be working on their own smart mobility platforms. Even traditional car manufacturers like Ford and GM are pivoting from selling vehicles to offering services. The business model is changing, from selling metal to selling movement. But why would this model win? Well, for starters, it's cheaper. Studies suggest that using an autonomous ride-hailing service could cost up to 40% less than owning a car. No down payments, no monthly insurance, no surprise repairs. And when you think about how little your car is actually used, it spends most of its life parked, it becomes clear how inefficient personal ownership truly is. Then there's the issue of space. In many urban centers, up to 30% of land is dedicated to parking. That's land that could be turned into parks, housing, schools, or public spaces. A shared, autonomous fleet could drastically reduce the number of vehicles on the road, some estimates say by as much as 90%, while still meeting transportation needs. Fewer cars, less congestion, cleaner air, and more room to live. Of course, this future doesn't come without challenges. Privacy, data security, job loss, and ethical questions around AI decision-making all need to be addressed. And let's not forget the emotional and cultural attachment people have to cars. For many, their car is part of who they are, a symbol of status, power, or nostalgia. Giving that up won't be easy. Still, change is coming. Fast. Governments around the world are already taking steps. Cities like Oslo, Paris, and Singapore are redesigning themselves around walkability and car-free zones. London charges steep fees for entering the city with a gas-powered vehicle. California has announced a ban on the sale of new gasoline cars after 2035. And in China, the world's largest auto market, EVs and autonomous tech are receiving massive government backing. The shift is not just technological, it's behavioral. Younger generations are less interested in owning cars. In fact, car ownership among 16 to 24-year-olds in the US has dropped significantly over the past decade. They prefer convenience, flexibility, and sustainability. Why buy a car when you can have an entire fleet in your pocket? Meanwhile, urban planners and architects are envisioning cities with no private cars at all. Roads repurposed into bike lanes, sidewalks turned into gardens, noise levels dropping, air quality improving. It's not just a dream, it's already happening in pockets around the world. And the benefits aren't just environmental. Autonomous, shared vehicles could drastically reduce traffic deaths. Every year, over 1 million people die in car crashes globally, most due to human error. Removing that variable could save countless lives. Add in reduced congestion and lower emissions, and you have a recipe for a safer, more livable world. Now, let's be clear. Personal cars won't disappear overnight. Rural areas, special use cases, and enthusiast communities will still have reasons to own vehicles. But for the average city dweller, owning a car may soon seem as outdated as owning a DVD player. You won't need one. You won't want one. And in some places, you might not even be allowed to own one. There will be resistance. Car companies will fight to maintain their margins. Oil companies will push back against electric and autonomous adoption. And cultural inertia is strong. But history shows that when a new system proves cheaper, faster, and better, people adapt. We've seen it before. Horse-drawn carriages once ruled the roads, then came cars. Now, a century later, we stand at the brink of another transformation. This time, the revolution won't just change how we move, it will reshape the cities we live in, the air we breathe, and the way we think about ownership itself. So the next time you're sitting in traffic paying for gas or hunting for parking, ask yourself, do I really need to own this car? In the near future, your answer might surprise you. Thank you for watching. If this video opened your eyes or made you think differently, please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to Zyntra for more mind-shifting insights into the future of technology, society, and the world. Until next time, drive less, think more, and stay curious.